Right, let's so we want to go start a bit closer. Right, I'm going to have a look for shark teeth. Just chat amongst yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's see what I can find. We've got to find the right patch of shingle. Might go up a bit higher. This is a bit small. We're going to go up a bit higher. Let's go about here. So that's about here. This is good shingle. Oh, there's a bit of one there straight away. Instantly found one, but it's broken cusp. So it's just the top of a tooth. But it's a start and we're in the right place. So let's just shut that in my pocket. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, a rig bag. Put it in there. Nice specs, yeah, we're straight in, it's a good sign. I mean, I know we're in the right spot anyway here, but this is the right level. We always find one straight away and then struggle to find any more. It winds me up. It really gets my goat. Should who? You usually find more of them broken ones than anything else. Should who? We have found some beauties on this spot. But it can be tough. It can be tough. Stand alone. We always find one straight away. It's nice to find a little bit of a broken one, but we want a full tooth. I saw a bit of one there. The tie was wrong. They're so distinctive, you can't miss them. That's why I know if I'm not finding them, they're not there. Because you just can't miss them. It's so obvious. Even that tiny bit that we just saw, you know, they're just so obvious. So just move that down here. Wrong headlight button. We're looking for shark teeth. Hoping we'll find some ambergrists. That's unlikely. It's horrible when it's all wet. There's tons of grey fossil in there. It's the perfect spot. But we're finding lots of little shingle here now, so I might have to move in a minute. Yeah, let's try a different bit. Let's have another look along. Could get gummed to death. Yeah, the teeth we're finding, as many of you know, are from a prehistoric tooth. They are, Pam, I think LMF is looking for rocking horse stuff. Yeah, we find loads of them all the time. They're not rare. So it's not hard to find these teeth. It's not hard at all. But I've already found one and I will find more. And if you search for a good period of time, you'll find loads. I mean, they're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. And those that are usually here for the early hours searches know that they're everywhere as well. Because we find tons of them. It's just finding the right spot where they are. There's loads of them, you've just got to get the right spot. And once you get onto the right bit, they're everywhere. I've got hundreds of them at home. I'm just going to change the method a bit and go up that way. And see if I can get them to fall out in front of us. Oh, thought I saw one there. Maybe not. Change. I want the full set of teeth. And like I say, we find so many that it's possible to do it. We will have a full set at some point. just got to dig around until you find them. At the right sort of bit. I don't know if we're too low again. I find more the further this way I go. I suppose if you know what you're looking for, you'll find, but I would be lost. I know what I'm looking for. And I just learnt and learning. Yeah, you will find them. You will find them. They're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. It's just finding that right spot. It's rained. That puts me off a bit when it's all wet and nasty. I don't like it when it's rained. But it won't stop us finding them. I'm just finding a nice patch of the right size stone. It's all a bit small, this stuff. There's loads of the indicator fossil in there though. Loads of it. So this is all a bit too small. You don't want it, it's like Goldilocks shingle. You don't want it too big and you don't want it too small. Yeah. I set up my shelter the other day and found one straight away. I might go and look over there. But up here you find the biggest one. It's just having the patience. Just have a little patience. I don't know if we'll have proper signal where I found the last lot. It's all wet as well, it just makes it harder to spot them. Usually the teeth are the only shiny bit, but when it's raining everything's glistening and makes it really difficult. Well, I say difficult, they're distinctive. I mean, it's a tooth. A big sharp tooth amongst shingle is easy to see. But this shingle's too small. Too small, ladies and gentlemen. We're not having a lot of joy at the moment. Let's try. I don't know where I've already. Looks like I've been there. Okay. Flies everywhere. I think other people have been digging here, you know. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. That's lots of dog pack. A good tooth is hard to find. A good tooth these hot days is hard to find. A good old tooth, the sharky kind. Fergal Sharky. And a good tooth these days is hard to find. So please be gentle with this heart of mine. My expectations may be high, I blame it on my youth. Soon enough I'll learn the painful truth. I'll face it like a fighter, the ghost of how I've grown. Anything is better than being alone. I know that it's a dream I'm willing to defend. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I know it will all be worth it in the end. 'Cause a good heart these days is hard to find. A good old love, the lasting kind. And a good heart these days is hard to find. So please be gentle with this heart of mine. There's me saying how easy it is to find the tooth. I haven't spotted another one. It's really hard when it's all wet like this. As I reflect on all of my childhood dreams, my ideas of love weren't as brutal as they seemed. If I don't stop looking now, I'll be left behind. To the good heart these days, it's hard to find. I know, because I think about it all the time. And I know that true love is hard to find. It's a banging tune, that is. Because a good heart these days hard to find. Looking around, looking back again. Come on, come on. Thank you. Don't think it's going to happen today. I don't think we're going to have any joy. Right, that's where I put my shelter. Ah, there's where I put my shelter. That's where I found the big one the other day. Right there. But I don't think our signal's going to be good enough to search it. We'll have a go. So I found a good tooth here yesterday, and I wasn't looking. I was putting the shingle on the shelter. It was a big tooth as well, a trigonensis tooth. I've only ever found 3 trigonensis, but we find loads of the other ones. Striatolamia teeth. Striatolamia Macrota. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a crocodile tooth. Yes! Yes, I've just found a crocodile tooth. Yes! Oh, brilliant. Oh, wicked. Oh, brilliant. Oh, mate, it's my first one. I found a crocodilian tooth. Yes! Oh, mate, that is the gold dust of teeth. I just found a crocodile tooth. This is the gold dust of teeth, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crocodilian tooth. It's got the hole in the bottom for the root. Absolutely chuffed. How do you know it's a croc? Well, because it's not a shark tooth, and the only other tooth for these, I mean, it could be a plesiosaur, but it's not. I know it's crocodilian. This is a crocodilian tooth. I've seen enough of them. This is a fossilized crocodilian tooth. So years ago, back in the day, crocodiles frequented this water along with sharks during the Pliocene and Miocene, and people have found these crocodilian teeth. So I know exactly what it is. That is a crocodile's tooth from the Pliocene era, and I am well chuffed with it. Absolute quality. I knew I'd find one eventually. Yeah, I knew I'd find one eventually. So crocodilians and sharks were the only thing that used to frequent this water, and that is one right there. Rid's wicked, man. A crocodile's tooth. Sorry I haven't got the light on the phone, guys. It's because of the battery. The battery will die. Yeah, it's a proper one. I'm well chuffed. A crocodile tooth. Let's get it in a bag and keep looking. Oh, thank God for that. I only ever, you know, they don't find many, so to find one is just quality, because you don't find those. They are so hard to find. And out of hundreds of shark teeth, that is the only crocodile tooth I found. Brilliant. Let me put you sideways here, because I'm going to begin up that way. So let's chuck a stone. Yeah, that's the right length. Oh, wicked. That will do nicely. The only thing is I can't put it on a chain because it's not like a shark tooth. Sweet. Yeah, if you go on and Google the old Crococene, Pliocene crocodiles, you'll see that tooth. Or like crocodile fossil finds in the Solent, and that will come up. Oh, wicked. Wicked. Yeah, the planet was 9 degrees warmer, and these waters here, they're actually, I was speaking to a guy the other day, he didn't really explain it properly. He said something, and then after he said it, he produced a load of evidence to back up what he'd said, but he needed the evidence before he said what he said, or side by side. So he went, yeah, you found them on the Bracklesham beds, and I'm like, we're nowhere near Bracklesham. So we ended up arguing about like Bracklesham and that, and then he produced a load of maps, and I was like, oh right, now what you said makes sense. But these are referred to as the Bracklesham beds. So if you Google crocodile finds on the Bracklesham beds, then you'll find those. You'll see what they refer to. But I'll tell you what, they are rocking horse So yeah, funny that someone said earlier it's like looking for rocking horse. Yeah, they are. We'd probably find one of them a year, although I've never found one before. So that is the golden tooth, mate. That is. Absolutely fantastic. And that's why it's worth looking at this shingle, you know. Just taking a look. I mean, it's just shingle. To many, you're just scraping shingle, what you're doing. But every now and then a little treasure falls out of it. Wasn't expecting to find that. Not many shark teeth in this spot though. That's probably because the crocodiles ate them all. It's good size shingle though. Working my way up as opposed to sideways here. Like I say, because the stuff falls out in front of you then, and it's easier to see. There's one. Got one. Oh, it's not bad either. That's a Striatolamia Macrota shark tooth. And it's whole. I mean, it's not in pristine condition because it's not been found in clay, but it's a shark tooth. It's what we're looking for. So let's get that in the bag. That's a whole one. The first one we found was just the top part. This one's got the root. Cheers, Steve. Good find that is. So we've got a crocodile tooth, shark tooth there, and that tiny bit of one. But we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. Great colour, Nick. They are so nice, the blues. And they shine. They really stand out. They're so easy to see. But when it's wet like this, it makes it a little bit more difficult because everything's got a glint to it. But that was a lovely tooth, that was, so very pleased. It's like looking for treasure. You know, you find that little bit of treasure. I mean, these teeth are 50 million years old at least. Well, that's not true. They're 46 million years on. So roughly 50 million to 80 million. But we're in a good spot. We got crocs and sharks. That's all we're gonna find. Well, there's other fossil, but it's not the sort of stuff I'm looking for. There's loads of Pliocene and Miocene fossil here, but I'm not interested in it. I just want a teeth. It's just in shut teeth. So we're just backfilling our trench as we move forward. That's the equivalent of perch. Subbed Steve, thank you. Aaron Engler, how you doing? Right, where's my foot here? So it's there, so there's the front of it. So we're just in the shot, and that's the back of it over there. Right, we're doing good. I only ever found tar on Worthing Beach. James, you legend, mate, how you doing? We've only ever found tar on Worthing Beach. No. Yeah, if you get an old school map of the Bracklesham beds, that'll show you where to find the teeth. Where the Bracklesham Bay, well, where the Bracklesham beds are, that's where you'll find them. So you've got some areas of clay. So if you find the clay beds, a totally different technique for finding the teeth, but the teeth you find in there are perfect. These teeth have been beaten up. You know, they're in shingle and they've been walked on since man evolved. I don't even think man was around when these sharks were. I mean, they might have been, I don't know, when Australopithecus turned into a biped, but sorry, when Homo sapiens came about, it might have been, they might have been about actually. I know Megalodon was around, Megalodon was in the sea. I don't know about people. I know that, I don't know, I know giant anacondas were feeding on people, but I don't know, well, feeding on our ancestors. But I don't know if that's around the same era. The Pliocene. 55 million years ago, Rodney. Not as many teeth as we usually find though. Can't believe I found a croc, I'm well chuffed. That's a good find, that. I am now a certified fossil hunter. But a lot, like I say, a lot of people search the clay beds because they want the pristine teeth, but I ain't too bothered. I just want a full set. I don't care what it looks like. I'm just laying that shingle out, spreading it around so I can see the teeth when they fall out. Plenty of signal still. Oh, sweet. A friend of mine found a crocodile tooth a couple of weeks back. I was well jealous of that. And he was well chuffed that he's the only one who's found one. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to post my crocodile tooth up. I wonder if mine's bigger than his. Right, I think I'm going up too far here. So I found the tooth, both the teeth at that level down there. So I'm gonna work another trench next to that So it would have been about here. I only found tar. So let's start here. That's about the level. Right, did I sort that out? Yeah, that's all good. Right, where's that? There. I'm just doing like a 2-foot trench and then work forward. Won't give it much longer because it don't look like there's a lot in this patch, but what we found is good. We didn't find many, but they found good. I didn't find much, but what we found was fantastic, yeah. Let that be all we need to find. We didn't find much, but I know I found you. Let that be all we need to find. I didn't find much. I know I found you. Let that be all we need to find. Yeah, there's not a great deal on this patch. We need to find a new patch. I don't know much downhill. I know I love you. You know, it's a lot of work, but for 50 shark teeth fossils and that. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll get some info on the crocodile tooth and I'll post it to the group, because I think they've actually got diagrams of the full-size crocodile, because unlike the shark is cartilage, so all you really usually find are scales and teeth, because the scales are essentially like a tooth, and they believe that the teeth of a shark evolved from scales that used to be on its body, and it turned into its mouth and evolved as teeth. I mean, it's crazy, but that's how they believe that shark evolved its teeth, because all of the scales along its body are the same, they're covered in the same protective substance as the teeth, and they feel there's no other way it could have evolved that way, that either the teeth are evolved scales or the scales are evolved teeth. But with a crocodile, it's those bony type teeth and scales that survive on a shark, but a crocodile is bones. So they found whole crocodiles fossilised in the clays. But it's not possible to find a shark because the cartilage is gone. It's all a bit ominous here now. I prefer searching when it's dry. We'll give it another little bit. Not much longer though. I mean, if you're really looking out, you can find loads of old urchins as well in the round flint. I thought I just saw one a second ago. Plenty of those in this stuff as well. But we just want to see. There ain't many of them around here at the minute. The thing is, I say that and then all of a sudden a huge, beautiful tooth will fall out of the shingle. That's just the way it goes. You know, if you keep looking, you will definitely find. Because they are everywhere. But some nights harder to find than others. And tonight's a tricky night because of that rain. Yeah, that's it. That'll do. That'll do, ladies and gentlemen. We had a shark's tooth. We're going to need a bigger boat. Will that help? Possibly. I mean, could try a new spot over here. And we've still got enough battery. There's a bit I haven't looked at. Bad on, no, how much? This is headlight. Oh well, I think it was Jez. It might. Probably watching this going, ain't me. It's not me. Talk about it. Let's have a little go here. So there, across. See, this is the big tooth level here, where you won't find many, but they'll be big. If you work that way, it'll be harder to find them. But if we work back this way, it'll get easier. So do our little 2-foot trench. It's addictive because you get up and you know you've got to go, but it's just it's addictive. You don't want to go because there's shark teeth down there. I've got to pull myself away. Right, we must leave or I'll be there all night and there is much to do. Well, we've done alright guys. We had a croc tooth and a shark. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll shut this down. We want the whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. That's right. Yeah, that's it, exactly right.